crochet besties, how you doing? It's your girl Joyceline Kay. You're welcome again to our channel. Today we are going to be doing this crochet top. It's a full length tutorial. I'll be your tutor today, and I need you to pay attention. If possible, watch this video to the end twice before you even think of starting, because there are things that I did. In short, this is the first time I'm making this top and I made some mistakes that I would like you to watch and see how I corrected it, or the instructions that I gave you on how to correct the mistakes that I made. I'm very sure that you've seen this top in the internet, and maybe some of you have tried making it and it didn't come out well. I'm going to show you how I made it and how you can make it, the mistakes I made while doing this, and how I corrected those mistakes. Before we go in, please, if you want to join our crochet community, I posted something on Facebook and I'm like, hey, I do crochet hangouts, but I'm in Puerto Rico. I do crochet hangouts in Puerto Rico. I do crochet hangout in Orlando, Florida. So if you're in these two locations, you can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. When I will do my next hangout, I'll send you the information. If you're also in other parts of the states and you want me to come to your states and do a crochet hangout, I'm open for that. Just send me a DM and we'll work out something, okay? But my people back home in Africa, in Nigeria, I'm sorry, right now we are not in Nigeria, but we are not in Africa, but possibly soon we will be coming down to Africa to do crochet hangouts. It's going to be a big community. Yes, it's going to be a big community of crochet where we can hang out and have fun and catch up and share ideas, you know. But for now, if you want to support me in any way, you want to support this channel, please just hit the join button to join our community. You are going to be getting benefits like free crochet outfits or free crochet items from me every month. I will be picking one member from my community to send a free crochet outfit. If you're in Africa, you can get the yarn from me, or you can get a cloth from me. If you're in US, it's amazing because I can just ship something to you and you get it in like the next day. So yes, let's get into this video. I'm going to be showing you the material that I used and everything that you need for this top. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to watch to the end. If possible, you can watch to the end twice before you start your own crochet top. Okay, if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button right now and like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know if you like this top in the comment section. I love you guys. Let's get into this video. Excited. So I have something to show you. I'll be adding this beautiful sequence to my crochet top. For me to add this sequence, I'm going to be needing a string cord like this, okay? And you'll also be needing a needle. You'll need a needle to add this cord to this crochet top. All right, then I'll be using this yarn. It's registered durable cozy fine. It's 50 grams, which is 105 meter long. It's a lightweight yarn, which is a size 3. You can see the price is still there. This yarn is so expensive, guys. Jesus. Well, it is 58% cotton and 42% polyacrylic. So yeah, that's it. And the pin I'll be using is pin H, which I think is 4.5. They did not write this thing, they just wrote 4 cents, but I think it's 4.5 millimeters long. Okay, so you need your tape for measurement. You also need scissors, but for the size differences, I'm going to be making a medium size. The size guide is on the screen. You can screenshot and save it to your phone. Now, for you to get any size that you want, all you need to do is measure around your waist. Your waist is just above your belly button, so you measure around your waist. Let me show you guys. So you'll be measuring around your waist like this. but you would not have to measure it all the way through here. Okay, for me, I want it to stop around here. So you put it exactly where you want it to stop, and that's where you're going to stop. So I'm going to measure from side to side to where I want it to stop. If you want it to cover you all through, you have to go in and go in like that, but you make sure you leave a space because we would be needing a rope. We would need a rope to tie it, so you don't want to measure everything. Okay, you don't want to completely measure your waist size like this. You don't want to do that. So you have to measure where you want the top to start and where you want it to end. For me, the size I will be using is size 19. Okay, I'll be using a size 19. So let's get back into the video. So I'll be making a long chain up to the size 19. So I've made a chain to 19 inches, and this is 80 chains if I should count it, which I did. So this is 80 chains, which is 19 inches. I don't work with counting of chains. I just work with my tape for my measurements. So after getting the size that you want, all you have to do now is keep 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and go to the fourth one, and you make a double crochet stitch. Okay, so now we are going to do double crochet stitch on all the double crochet stitches, on all the chain stitches. So I'm going to do double crochet stitch on all the chain stitches. So I have gotten to the end, and now I'm just going to do make sure you complete the end stitch, and then you do your 3 chains and turn. So now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, then you turn your work like so, and you go in and do double crochet stitch on the next stitch. Okay, then you do double crochet stitch in the next. Now we are just going to do double crochet stitch till the end again. So 2 rows of double crochet stitches, no increase, no decrease. Okay guys, so I'm at the end, and I'm going to just make sure I get to the end. You should do same. Make sure you are truly at the end, so that you would not be reducing without knowing. Okay, so always make sure you get to the end. So I'm going to the last stitch now. I just completed row 2, so I'm going to row 3 now. So for row 3, I'll do my 3 chains as my first double crochet stitch on that row, and then turn my work like this. Now I'm going to start increasing. So I'm going to put 1 in the beginning. I'm going to put 1 on the first stitch. On this first row, what I did was go to the next stitch like that, but on this 3rd row, I'm going in like this. So I just increased on this place, in this place. Now I'm just going in and I'm putting double crochet stitch on every stitch again till I get to the end, and I'll increase at the end stitch. Okay, so I'm almost at the end. Now I just want to show you guys how I'm increasing on the side too. So this is the second to the last stitch till the end, and this is the last stitch at the end. So I've done the last stitch. I'm just going into the same place and I'm making another double crochet stitch, thereby increasing right here. So 2 double crochet stitch at the end to increase. Okay, then now I'm going to make 3 chains, or chain 3, and turn your work again, and then you increase again. So right here I'm going to increase. So here I'm putting a double crochet stitch there like that. I have increased there, so I'll just do double crochet stitch till I get to the end, then I will increase again. I'll keep doing this double crochet stitch at the end, increase at the beginning, increase. Okay, so I'm increasing at the end and I'm increasing at the beginning of the next row. So I'm on row 4. I'm going to show you how many rows I'll go before I'll do any other thing else, if I have to do any other thing else. But for now I'll keep going. Okay guys, so we are on row 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I'm going to row 10 now, and I'm going to increase more than twice. So all this while I have been increasing just here, like this. That's the end and the beginning. Okay, so let me show you next thing I'm going to do. So on this next row I'm going to increase here, I'm going to increase here, then I'm going to increase twice in the middle. So I'll choose anywhere in the middle. It could be here and here, it could be here and here, it could be anywhere, but I'm going to increase 2 times in the middle. Okay, so for the purpose of this for the purpose of teaching, I'll just be increasing. I'll increase after 30 stitches. Okay, let me see, after 30 stitches I would increase, but I'll make sure I increase just 2 times. So I've made 30 stitches. This is 30 stitches. Mind you, you must not do 30 stitches. It depends on how big you are or how small you are. You can choose to make just 20 stitches, then you increase, or you can choose to do 40 stitches and increase. In short, you can just increase anywhere, but just make sure you increase 2 times in the middle on the row 10. So I'm going in here and I'm doing my double crochet stitch like that. Then I'm doing another double crochet stitch in the same place. So I have made 2 double crochet stitches in the same place, thereby increasing in that place. So now I'm going to continue, but I'm counting 1. Okay guys, so this is my 30th stitch after I increased here. I've gone another 30 stitches. So on this place is where I'm going to do another double crochet stitch, 2 double crochet stitch in the same place. So I'm going in and I'm making double crochet stitch and another double crochet stitch in the same place. So I have increased here and I also increased here. So I'm going to make a double my regular double crochet stitches till the end. Okay, so I'm at the end of row 10 and I'm going to just do my double crochet stitches at the end, which is increasing. So I've put 1, I'm putting another 1 there. So now I'm going to do chain 3, 1 2 3, and I'll turn my work and I'll start crocheting back. But this time I'm going to increase after 25 stitches, simply because I need to increase 2 times on the same row, right? So I want to be increasing twice in the middle on the same row. So because I did 30 here, I don't want to get to this place before I increased, or I want to pass it. So the goal is, if you've increased here, do not come back there and increase. You can pass it a little bit and increase here and maybe here, or you can increase before you get there or after you get there, you understand? But do not increase on that same place where you have increased before. So when I count 25 stitches, I'll increase here, then I'll keep going, then maybe 25 stitches before the end, that's when I'll increase again. So let's do that. Okay guys, so I have counted 25 stitches after I increased here. So I'm going to do double crochet stitch there, another double crochet stitch in the same place. Then I'll just keep going, and now I will do regular double crochet stitches until 25 stitches before the end. Remember, this 25 stitches is before the end here, so I'm going to do 25 stitches here before the end, then I would increase there. Okay, so I'm just 25 stitches before the end of this thing, before the end of this row, which is row 11. So I'm going to increase here too, right? I hope you guys understand, because I'm really trying to to explain so much so you guys can understand. So I've made a double crochet stitch there. I'm going in again and doing double crochet stitch in that the same place. So I have increased here. So our 2 increase on this row is complete. I'm going to just do double crochet stitch till I get to the end. Guys, updates. The yarn, this yarn has finished. One of it has finished, so I'm going in with another yarn, with another ball. For you to think this yarn is this expensive and it's so small, god, this is too expensive for this quantity. Okay, so I'm going to just tie this one up, and yeah, of course the yarn gave birth to another yarn. So I'll just tie it up and continue. So I'm at the end, and I'm going to do my 2 double crochet stitch at the end. So I'm adding at the end 2 double crochet stitches at the end. Now all you have to do is chain 3 and turn, and this is row 12. We're on row 12 right now. I'm going to increase here. We are increasing at the beginning and at the end of every row, apart from the second row. So now I'll just keep going, double crochet stitch, and now I'm going to increase twice in the middle place. I can see where I increased here. I can also see where I increased here. So I'm going to increase somewhere around here. Okay, so okay, so I'm at the middle. This is where I increased in the previous row, and now I'm going to increase here. The goal is to increase twice in the middle and not to increase in the same place twice. Okay, so once you get the hack, you can do this by yourself. You can know when you want to increase, and you must not like follow my instruction like word for word. You understand what I'm saying? So I have increased in this place, you can see here. So I'm going to do a few more stitches, then I'm going to increase somewhere around here too. So that's it for the increase. Just be increasing twice on the same row, then you increase by the side here too. Okay guys, so at this point I'm almost switching this design because it's about to give me some headache. So I'm on row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I'm on row 15, and I would stop increasing in the middle. So right now I'll just be increasing by the side, the 2 sides, till I get to the end. But I'm feeling like I should have crocheted more here before I started increasing. So if I'm going to change anything, I'll let you guys know though. But right now the only thing that is going to change on row 16, 17, 18, and the rest is me not increasing in the middle. So the increase would just be by the side by this end and this end. So I'm going to just do my 3 chains. I've done 3 there, then I'm turning my work like this, and then I'll just keep increasing by the side like this. So that's the only thing I would be doing now. Okay, so guys, we have 18 rows. We have a total of 18 rows now, but this yarn is almost finished. So I have other ones left here. I'm going to use one more, and I want to show you guys the update. The update now is that I'm going to cut on the 18 row, and I'm going to start let me do, before you cut, make sure you do 1 chain. Now if I had started this thing like this, I wouldn't have cut on the 18th row. So I'm going to turn this yarn like this, and I'll start back from the beginning, because I'm going to do 4 rows down here to complete it. 22 rows. If I do more than 22 rows, I would be telling you guys. I will tell you guys if I do more than 22 rows. So the next 4 rows, I would not increase, I would not decrease. So I will just come here and put in my hook, bring out my yarn, and make 3 chains as my first double crochet stitch. So 3 chains as my first double crochet stitch, go to the next stitch and do double crochet stitch, go to the next stitch and do double crochet stitch, go to the next one and do double crochet stitch. So I'm going to double crochet till I get to the end. This is the first time I'm making this top, and I swear to God, I have loosened this top like 5 times. I started by doing it with a nylon yarn, which I deleted and I loosened. I started with this yarn, this cotton and polyacrylic yarn, and I was doing some chain stitches, and I realized that I don't want it to have that much space, and then I loosened. Then I started I've done I've done plenty experiment before I finally concluded on this one, and I've come too far for me to loosen. That's why I said, okay, let me just add it this way. It's not going to cause any harm, and you guys will understand, and I hope you understand. If you don't understand, please let me know in the comment section that this place you don't understand it, or you take a picture of your work if you've started and you send it to me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll correct you, okay? Or make a correction on your work. But for now, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts about this tutorial in the comment section. I would be doing this till the end. Okay, so at the end right here, so I'm going to do okay, let me get to the end completely. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll turn the work to the other side. So now I'll just keep going here. I'll go to the next stitch and do a double crochet stitch. I'm not increasing, I'm not decreasing. So I'll make a double crochet stitch down to this other side, and I'll do that. This is the first row since I cut and I joined, right? So I'm going to do 4 extra rows. This simply means that before you start increasing, please, you have to do 2, 4, 6. You have to do 6 rows before you start increasing. I would later in this video, I'm going to tell you how many inches it is like this and how many inches it is like this. Okay guys, so the second yarn is finished. Like I said, it was almost finished. So I'm going to tie this one up and continue crocheting. So if you want this top to be very fluffy, like when you wear it, because this is how it's going to be when you wear it, right? So if you want it to be very fluffy, you can see you can see the top here like this, right? So if you want this place to fall very well, you just have to keep adding and adding and adding. Like you have to you can even add more than 2 times on the same row, right? But This is how I made mine. I just added twice and on the by the edge. So yeah, I'll just keep going till the end, then I'll do 3 chains and I'll turn, I'll do the last row, then I'll cut it and I'll show you guys the next thing that I will do. Okay guys, so I am at the end, so I'm going to cut. I have done my 1 chain already. I cannot cut without doing this 1 chain. It's very important. So guys, so I have completed this side and now I want to do a new adjustment. You guys, this is serious. So you remember we stopped increasing on this row. We stopped increasing yeah, on this row. So this 1 2 3 4 rows I did not increase, but I realized that that's a mistake. I'm just going to be adding 2 2 2 on, like 2 on every row till the end. So now I'm loosening, I'm frogging guys, so I'm going to frog till where I stopped increasing, which is this row. I have loosened up until the place where I stopped. This is where I added lastly. This is the row where I added lastly. So from this row I did not add, so I'm going to start adding till I get to the end. So I'll be adding 2 on every row till I get to the end. This is how much I frogged. Yeah, so that's the updates. Okay guys, so the total row number now is 22 and the second yarn is finished. So I'm bringing in the 3rd ball of yarn. That is, I have worked with 100 grams of yarn already. So now I'm going in with the other ball. So like I said, I have been increasing non-stop. You can see I increased here, there's an increase here, there's an increase on this other row too. I don't know where I increased here, but I'm very sure that I increased. Okay, see here, I increased on this row. So I'm increasing 2 2 2 on every row since I started increasing. I'll go ahead and complete this row. I'll let you guys know by the end of the day how many rows I ended at. Then I'm going to do the hands. Okay, so guys, I have come to the end of this top. I have a total of 22 rows. By inches up to down is 10.5 inches. Side to side for the waist part is 19 inches. Remember I started with 19 inches, so it's supposed to be 19 inches, but I've been stretching and measuring it, and you know this is cotton yarn, so it stretches. So I started with 19 inches, and this side, this end to this other end is 31 inches. So that is it. I'm going to do the hand now. So the hand is going to be 50 chains. So I'll bring in another yarn, so I'll double the yarn. So from here I'm going to add another yarn. One chain, 2 chains, 3 4 5. I'm going to do 50 chains of this. So I have made 50 chains of for the hand. You can see how the top has already formed on its own, like just keeping it on this place. You can see the formation of the top. That's how it's supposed to be. Yay! I'm going to put a chain here, okay, so that it look like this, so we can tie it downside. But guys, this top that I thought would just be a quick fix is actually becoming a 2 days work, guys. All right guys, so I have done the hands, and trust me, this is very simple, but I have something to tell you guys. This yarn, first of all, I made a lot of mistakes. The first is the yarn I used. Secondly, the stitches I used. Thirdly, the hook I used. So how do you correct that? Firstly, you have to tackle the yarn. Use a lighter yarn, lighter than this, or a silk yarn. These are the kind of yarns you should use. You can use something like this, it's going to be fine. You can use something like this, it's going to be fine. This is cotton yarn plus metallic, but this is not very heavy. And if you're using this particular one, please use a big pin. Use from pin 5 millimeters upward, or pin 5.5, 6 upward. You understand? So that your stitches would be loose. And this one too, same thing. This is cotton. Yeah, this is 100% cotton yarn, but you use a very big pin. Okay, if you want to use this same kind of yarn, what I would advise you to do is use a big pin, a bigger pin than I used, and do double crochet, chain stitch, double crochet, 2 chains or 1 chain, then double crochet. And don't forget to lock your work by steaming it. So this particular one, I'm going to steam this top for me to get the actual final result that you guys will see. Okay, so if you use the same pattern, this same hook, the same pin like I did, please use a steamer and steam your top so that it can fall in place very well, because I didn't really like how it fell in place. But since you're still watching this up till now, that means you like the top, the final result. Okay, so let's trust the process. Let's trust the process. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my final look. So I'll go in with this and I'll just place it, and I'll bring my scissors, my cord and my needle. I'll go in with my cord and my needle. I have different colors of this which I'm going to use for different things. I'm so excited about this thing. So yes, so I'm going to use this sequence and I'll put it all over the dress in any pattern I want. In short, it must not even be in patterns. I'm just going to put it like this. Yay! So I'll be putting this in any pattern I want. Let me show you guys. So yeah, for example, I'll put it like this. Put in my hook. In short, I'll put in my hook from the back. Then I'll pass it through this thing. Then I'll go back in and come back out. You seeing what I did there? I'll do that again. Go in and come out. You see how I did that? So that's it. That's it. It's easy. So I'll put in my yarn, my what's it called, needle. Put in my needle, then pass it through the stitches to take me to the next place where because I'm not cutting the yarn, I'm not cutting the cord off, I'll just keep going through the stitches like this. Okay. I'm going to leave out some space. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to bring in another one and then I'll put it through like that. And that's it. Pass it through and bring it out through the knob. You can do it 2 times, you can do it 1 time, but this time I'm going to do it just 1 time, and then I'll pass it through the knob again, through the stitches again, and come out on another place. This is so exciting. I mean, this is so exciting. Don't forget to steam your cloths. I have not steamed this one yet, but you can steam it before doing this or after doing this. It doesn't matter. So I will steam this at the end of the day. Okay guys, so you can see I have put the sequence on it like this. Let me show you again how I put it. So the yarn is already, the cord is already there, so I'll just put in the sequence in there like that, there like that. Then I'll go in and just put it through the stitches and move to the next place. It's very simple, very easy guys. So when I'm done with this, I'll go and steam. I don't think I have steam, but I have iron, so I'll iron this dress, but I'll make sure it's wet a little bit so the iron would so it can be steamed. The heat from the water and the heat from the iron would steam it. I don't know if I should show you guys how I do it though, but that's what I'm going to do to loosen up the stitches, because I did not use the right hook and I did not use the right yarn and I did not use the right stitch. That would give me what I expected it to give me, but the top turned out to be really nice at the end, so no problem at all. You can follow this tutorial for your own. If you don't have a lighter hook or a lighter if you don't have a lighter yarn, then you can follow this tutorial and you just steam your work. But if you have a lighter yarn, you can also follow this tutorial and you will not have any issues at all. It's just the same instruction. The difference is only the yarn and the hook size that you use. Okay, so I ended up not steaming the top, and this is how it looks on me. I'm very sure when I eventually steam it, it's going to fall even more better. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Don't forget to practice, because that's how you learn. Okay, bye. See you in my next video. If you have any question, send me a DM.